Hey guys, it's Sean, and this morning we received a really exciting treat from Margot Robbie and all of the folks over at DC, a first look at Harley Quinn in the upcoming Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of one Harley Quinn. That is truly the title of the upcoming DC movie. Now, we knew that this film was going to start shooting soon. They have stocked the entire cast, but we had no clue that this look was coming, and it's actually packed with a bunch of really cool DC and Batman Easter eggs. So why don't we dive into everything that we learned from the photos and videos that dropped. But before we get into all of that, do me a favor, go down, hit the subscribe button. It'll help you keep up to date with everything CinemaBlend does about DC. The fun started this morning when Margot Robbie decided to put on her Instagram account a photograph of her as Harley Quinn. We started scouring the background of the image, we started looking at the costume and costume changes from the way that she looked in Suicide Squad. And one thing that stood out is a dog tag, and the name on the tag was Bruce. Now, DC fans automatically jump to the conclusion that she's potentially wearing a dog tag that identifies Bruce Wayne, since obviously Harley is borderline obsessed not just with the Joker, or Mr. J as she likes to call him, but Bruce Wayne. However, I like to think that this is probably a nod to Bruce Timm, who's an animator who's largely credited with creating Harley Quinn. Either way, I think that the reference is kind of cool, because if it's Bruce Wayne, if it's Bruce Timm, I just like the fact that it's a nod to DC and her origin. If it's actually Bruce Wayne, I'm sure he'll just be mentioned as a character, since it probably takes place in Gotham, but I really doubt the character of Batman is going to show up. So we kind of thought that the photograph would be the only thing that we were going to get today, and we weren't expecting the photograph anyway. But a few hours after the photo arrived on Instagram, we actually received a full-on Birds of Prey video. And this one had the entire cast in a bit of a montage showing them off in their different costumes. We saw Mary Elizabeth Winstead, we saw Ewan McGregor as the anticipated villain, Black Mask, we saw Chris Messina, Rosie Perez, everybody who's going to be in this upcoming Birds of Prey movie, with more looks at Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. And part of the reason why I'm super excited about this is because we tend to hide a lot of our footage in the marketing for superhero movies, right? Like, nobody knew that this footage was coming, and while it's not an official trailer, it drops and it shows us the tone of the movie, and it gives us an idea of what some of the characters are going to look like, and it gets people talking about the Birds of Prey movie. I think it's a really clever way for Warner Brothers and DC to get people excited about a potential project without giving away any real major plot details. We were really surprised to see this new footage from Birds of Prey. I'm sure you guys are really excited too. Stay up to date with everything happening with DC by going down there, hitting the subscribe button, and staying up to date with all of the news coming from CinemaBlend.